Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about the importance of having a routine while you're doing Amazon FBA. The reason why it's important to have just a set routine is because you need products going into Amazon constantly. And you can always tell, like, if you slack off, your sales will drop. Like for me, what I try to do is I try to ship out, like I'll go shopping Monday, drop off my boxes Tuesday, and I'll shop again Thursday and drop boxes off Friday. I ship out probably 500 to 700 items a week, and I typically will sell 60, 70 things a day on a lot of days. So what my routine is, I'm an early bird. I have trouble sleeping at night. I have allergies, and I wake up with allergy problems, and I never got much sleep growing up. My family life was terrible, so I'm not used to sleeping very much. So I'm usually up by 4 a.m. every morning. I don't even set an alarm clock. So Monday morning at 4 o'clock, I'll go on to Seller Central, and I use Inventory Lab. So what I do is I'll go through Seller Central, and I remember everything I send in because most of my business is replenishable items. So I'll look to see what I have zero in stock of, and I'll go through the list. And when I see stuff that I want to replenish, I'll go to Inventory Lab and I'll see how much profit I made on the last one. I'll look and see if the price has changed, because prices changes constantly on Amazon. So I'll look and see if it's worth buying more of. Even my normal replenishable items, I'll check and see if it's still worth buying. Like for example, I think my number 4 selling item is some hot sauce. And right now, some jerk lowered the price to $9, and I've sold it for as much as $15, and I usually sell it in the $13 range, but some guy just decided to drop the price. He's like $2 less than everybody else. So obviously that's something I don't want to buy anymore until he runs out and the price goes back up, because this guy does it like every couple months. The same freaking guy goes on there and just tanks the price for a week or two, and then it normalizes. So, and I do that with everything. Is I'll use Inventory Lab to see what my ROI was, and I'll do a little bit of research, and I write up myself a shopping list. And I go, okay, when I go to this store, I want to buy these 10 items. At this store, I want to buy these 10 items. And usually I have all of this done when my kids wake up at 6. They're early birds too. They don't even need me to wake them up most of the time. Just like clockwork, 6 o'clock every morning, they come running downstairs waiting to eat breakfast, which is great. It makes it a little bit easier on me. So, we have breakfast and whatever. And I'm always eager. I go to a lot of stores. Today I sourced for 8 hours. I started sourcing this morning at 6:30, and I got home at 3. It took me a little bit longer to drive home because there's like 5 schools within a block from me, and you have to wait for kids crossing streets and whatnot. So I was sourcing for 8 hours. Then I come home, and then I have my rack behind me, you can see, just full of stuff. So I stack everything up and organize it on my rack here. And usually right about now is when I start scanning stuff in. And I'll scan stuff in, and I'll be boxing probably to about 8 or 9 o'clock tonight, which is pretty normal for me. It might go a little bit faster. I don't have too much groceries, so I'm not doing as much prep work. Because usually I spend hours just bubble wrapping glass bottles. But today I think I only got 5 or 6 glass bottles, so prepping might go a little bit faster for me today. And sometimes, depending upon how tired I am, I'm pretty tired today because it's still over 100 degrees outside here where I live. So I'll probably just scan it all in today. And when I wake up tomorrow at 4 a.m., that's when I box everything up. And I usually have my car loaded, or my SUV loaded, before my kids get up. And then when I take them to school, that's when I go to, I used to go to FedEx, and now they don't do FedEx anymore. So now I have to go to the UPS store, and I'll drop everything off at UPS. And usually if I still have some money left, I still have money left today, There's several stores I source at. It's right by the UPS store. So I'll probably hit up those stores on my way back home, and prep those. Because I usually will prep stuff as soon as I get it in. But, that's my routine. I do that every Monday and, Tuesday morning. I do it every Thursday and Friday morning. And with my disbursements, most of the time, it's not guaranteed, but for me, it's worked just like clockwork for months. So you don't have to wait the full 2 weeks to get your disbursements. So what I do is Saturday morning, I'll request a disbursement, and I'll get the money Monday morning. And then I'll request another disbursement on Tuesday, and I'll get that money Thursday so I can shop. And it actually works out too, because Amazon says 3 to 5 days. So if for whatever reason it's late, then I can just move it over a day to Tuesday, which isn't that big a deal. But I haven't had them take more than 2 days, and I can't even remember the last time, since maybe last year. So it's pretty quick. So, but that's my routine. That's how I do my Amazon business, and that's how I've been able to grow. And it shows, because last month I did $28,000 in sales, and then I took vacation. Me and my boys, we went to San Antonio for 6 days. So I sent out a shipment on a Friday morning, and another shipment didn't go out until the following Tuesday, or like a week and Tuesday. So it was like 10, 11 days without a shipment. So most of the month, this month, my sales were about half what they were last month, because last month I was doing, like say $900+ a day on average. So except for like the last 3 or 4 days, I was doing like $500 a day, $600 a day, because I mean it was my own choice, but I was off my routine. My products weren't getting in, obviously, because I was on vacation. So once I came back, I hit it hard. I just sourced like crazy. So since I've been back from vacation, I want to say about 10 days roughly. I don't remember the exact date I came back. I've been sourcing pretty much non-stop, and I've sent out 40 boxes in the last 10 days. I think it's been about 10 days. And my first shipment products are starting to get in. So not counting today, the previous 3 days I did over $1,000 a day, because now my shipment's getting back normalized and I'm getting products in. So the real key is just get yourself a routine. You always have to have products coming in. If you're working another job, figure out a way to fit Amazon in. When I first started, I was actually selling cars for Toyota, and it was hard to fit stuff in. So whenever I would find time, I'd just send in like 40, 50 items at a time. And eventually, whenever I quit doing that, started doing this full time, I was able to get myself on a routine. But even then, I would still send in 40, 50 things a week just to get something in, because you're not going to grow if you don't have a routine. You'll just run out of product, and you'll be doing like $50 a day, depending upon your budget, But you'll do like $100 a day, or you'll have like huge peaks and valleys where you'll do like $800, and then you'll do $200 2 days later. And it's really hard to grow and be consistent that way. If you guys have any strategies you want to talk about, leave something in the comments. If you want to talk about your routine, feel free to talk about it. And we have some dialogue going. If you guys can like and subscribe to my channel, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you for watching.